Yeah, hello everyone. This is Sandana Krishnan from BSc. Yeah, today is a live coding session, so you need Replit for that. Also, you have to be joined on the Replit team. I posted that link in the chat. It is the same link which posted in Discourse as well. So, if any of you haven't joined the team, just click on that link and join in the Replit team. Yeah, the team name will be PDSA SEP 2021. Also, now currently one problem will be visible for you. You can read the problem description and start programming. Yeah, you see 7 has been started. If you have any doubt or any clarification needed, just ask here.
The function already has some for loop and while loop.
Oh, sorry. Chirian?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are saying, I didn't get the point. Can you say it again? You are saying?
Yeah, I just opened it. The function already has a for and while loop, I think.
For and while loop in it. Okay, just give your function. Okay, I will check that as well. Yeah, hello everyone. Actually, the problem sort tuples have some issues. I'll publish another problem and try on that one. Actually, it requires some suffix score which is not given. Yeah, do the problem 144. Week 2 problem 144.
Sir, week 2 problem 144.
Aram Nitish, you can find the question on repeat. You have to join on repeat teams. I posted the link on the chat. If you haven't joined that link, please join that on the repeat teams. I'll paste the link once again. The link was available in Discourse as well. Also, you have been sent an invite to join on the link. Join on the repeat team as well. Yeah, I posted the link again. Yeah, yeah, Chaitanya. No, yeah. Yes, you can see the input test case for problem 144. Yeah, just given an optimum solution for the problems based on the problem statement.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Priyanshu.
So do we have to do the problem 144? That's the first question.
Sorry. Yeah, you have to do that. Have you completed that?
So we have to start with that, right? That's the first question, 144.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, for those who have completed first problem, you can move on to that peak to problem 1, which is named as sorting tuples. It is updated. Just go and check it.
Okay, so please don't change any code that is already there. Just add your code for the function.
Yeah. For anyone who stuck on that problem 144, we can discuss that problem now. I think Susmita can explain her problem. I mean, you can defend your solution. Okay. Yeah. Anyone facing any trouble on first problem, that problem 144?
So do we need to use merge sort?
I am not specific to any sorting technique. You have to use sort, which has to be like it should not be n square. I can say it should not take much time.
Can we use L dot sort bracket?
No, there is no use in it, right? I mean, you have just whatever you learned in week 2, right? Just implement one sorting algorithm. I mean, L dot sort and using a list dot sort, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, you can pass the test case. I totally agree. You can use L dot sort or sorted function. Surely you can pass the test case. But just to implement your own.
But what will you learn if you write just L dot sort? That's the point.
So we can use
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll say on. What is the worst case scenario for selection sort? Just can you tell the difference between a selection sort and an insertion sort? Mehek?
they both of them take the same time.
Okay, let's say I am giving an ascending, let's say ascending sequence. Okay, totally ascending sequence, which is in sorted order. Then I am giving that same list to an insertion sort and a selection sort. Will both say take the same time?
Yes.
Can you say why you are saying so?
Because big O is n square for both of them.
Yeah, but that is a worst case scenario. Okay.
Then the first one, sir said the selection sort will take less time as compared to merge sort if it's descending order.
Yeah, if it's already, yeah, I agree. I want to distinguish between selection sort and insertion sort.
Insertion sort will take less time.
Yeah, I agree. Why you are saying so?
Because when it is in descending order, in merge sort will take time to go back, the last element to go back, like.
Okay. I'm saying once again, if you are using selection sort, it will go, there is a 2 for loop there. It will go element by element and compare each with the next one. Okay. Go all the way up to end, then to find which is the minimum position. So it will take always order of n square. But if you are using an insertion sort, if it's already in ascending order, that nested while loop won't occur. I mean, you are inserting just before that point. Okay. So that it will take like almost order of n.
So in these coding sessions, we can use any 3 methods. Which
Yeah. But we gave a very large input. So if you are using a selection sort, you can't able to pass the test case. I mean, saying it will take some more minutes, like 10-20 minutes to solve the test case because of and it is always n square of complexity.
merge sort is always the fastest one.
Yeah. Merge sort, it will take n log n.
So
Yeah,
it's
you can try. Yeah, you can try merge sort as well.
So it's better to do merge sort in every coding which tells to sort.
Oh, okay. If it's a general case, it's fine. I agree. But you know how the arrangement was in this list, then you have to specific with some sort of technique.
Can you?
Yeah, merge sort will always take n log n.
Sorry.
If you are using merge sort, it will always take n log n. I mean, its complexity will be n log n. Okay. If you are using only two element, something is swapped. Okay, in this question with the adjacent element. Then if you are using a regular insertion sort, it will take only order of n time. In that case, insertion sort is faster than merge sort. I mean, specific to this problem.
And selection sort for very small data.
Yeah.
And swap for insertion, and merge if there's very large data set. So then you have to use merge sort basically.
Yeah, you can use merge sort. Also, you'll learn one more sort in the upcoming, the week 3, quick sort. That also works.
So, thank you.
Sir, in problem 144, one of my test cases is failing. I don't understand why it is failing. Could you please take a look and help me figure out why?
Yeah, sure. Okay, test case 1 is failing. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, even in my first test case is failing. I used insertion sort, and even after that, the first case is failing of mine as well.
Okay. Okay. I'll say just go with the method. Instead of appending to a new list, use the same list.
Sir, I used the same list only.
You just swapped the list, right? Swap the
Yeah,
element.
yeah, I just swapped the element.
Can you say, have you verified the correctness of your solution? Not with respect to time, just correctness of your solution.
I mean, 2 test cases have passed, so I guess it must be correct.
No, don't become that two test cases. That's a very easy one. That test case number 1, which have a very large input. I mean, give you a random sequence. Just verify whether is it sorting correctly or not.
Okay, I'll do that, sir, and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys, I am publishing one more question because these 2 questions are almost can be solved using similar solution. Just write any sorting algorithm, right?
Ankur, which problem is getting published?
Yeah, so it is week 2, problem 2. Krishnan?
Okay.
Yeah, and everybody, week 2, problem 2 is also published. So yes. So everybody who has solved problem 144, just for you guys to be fast, you can use the same solution with some tweaks in week 2, problem 1.
So my third test case is not running.
Which problem?
Sorry, first question. First test case is not running.
Problem 144.
Yeah.
Just a second. I could not. Mehak.
Okay. Try to give a solution which is based on n log n, or just give a insertion sort. Or else, in a simpler case,
So
you can go through an array and find which array is swapped. I mean, which element is swapped.
so using this insertion sort.
Okay, let's say, yeah, it is insertion sort.
Then why isn't it working?
Okay, actually, I tried the same insertion sort algorithm only.
I think there's a issue in your solution, Mehak.
So what's the issue?
You are starting from I equal to 0.
Aren't we
Yeah,
supposed?
no issues, no issues. No, it won't go into second loop. Just a second, let me have a closer look.
Sir, I guess the issue is we are checking if mi is greater than mi plus 1. Suppose multiple readers came and exchanged the position of one book. Suppose 413 and 412 position was swapped, and then later 12 was again swapped and brought one location earlier. So just checking it greater than the immediate next one, will it solve the problem?
Yes, yes, because there will be like only one book will be swapped. So only two elements will be swapped which are adjacent to each other.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, just try on it. I'll post a solution soon.
So, sir, another question in the same solution. Suppose I is running from length of m minus 1. Suppose the length of m is 5. Then I will range from 0 to 4, right? And when we will put m of I plus 1, uh, so will it not cross the number of elements of list?
Hello, this question is related to which problem?
Yeah, the solutions sent in the chat box.
Just
The solution by Shumista.
yes. So m minus length of m minus 1.
Yeah, when we'll take the immediate next statement of mi plus 1, I guess it will exceed the number of elements of the list.
No, it won't
Yeah,
exceed
yes,
that.
yes, Harsh Kumar. But you have to take up to a length of m minus 2.
Yeah, length of m minus 2 will work.
Yeah. If you are going through a single run, then you have to length of m minus 2 has to.
No, I think this range it will take one less than the number that you have given.
Yes, but the length of m gives the not the starting from counting from 1.
Yeah,
So it will be length of m minus 2.
yeah. The range will go till only m minus 2.
Yeah.
Length of m minus 2. The range function, it will work from 0 to m minus 2 only. Length of m minus 2. So index out of bounds error should not be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's L minus
Yeah,
1.
yeah,
Length
yeah.
of n minus 1 only. Yeah.
So that's correct.
I'll post the solution. Just try on your one. If you are, it is just an insertion sort only.
So the solution you posted is insertion sort, right?
Yes.
So did you check my code? Like, what's the problem?
Actually, I could not find any issues with that. There's something, some timeout issue or something is happening with your. I cannot see your in output also for that list because it is very big.
So
That's why I'm not able to verify the like why is it failing, which point it is failing.
So what should I do in these situations? Should I just go for merge sort or?
So this is. You go to next question for now. We'll sort this out later. So nobody has started with week 2 problem 2. Are you guys not able to see that problem?
Sir, I submitted problem 2.
Okay. It's not refreshed here then.
Yeah, one update. The solution I have posted, the decrement of j is missing. It should be decrement j equal to j minus 1 should be added before the return statement. Just be aware of that.
So week 2 problem 1 is the simplest one. Actually, we just wanted you to try any sort method that you like. That's why we gave that problem. So if anybody wants to discuss the solution or they have any issues with that, they can let us know. Otherwise, I am actually more interested in discussing week 2 problem 2 because there are multiple solutions for that. You can solve that problem in various ways.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, uncle. Actually, my earlier code was not running the test. Maybe I was using this selection sort. So now I tried with the solution you have provided, and still I'm getting that only 2 of the tests are passed, and test 1 is not passed. It says that it took more than 2 seconds.
So problem 144, you are saying?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So have you inserted the J decrement J line, the line to decrement J?
No.
Hey Krishna. Yeah, the second solution. There are 2 solutions posted here.
Okay. Okay. No, I did not do that.
So test 1 case is still failing for the second solution also.
Okay.
Yes, still failing.
I will look into it.
So Krishna?
Yes, uncle.
Yeah, so if, some students are still facing the problem with this. So I would say let's move on to other problems. We will sort this out.
Yeah, sure.
Are you looking into this?
Yeah, I'll look into the problem. We'll move on to the next problem.
Yeah, so they are saying that with this solution, one test case is still failing. Yeah. Hey guys, so just move on to the next ones. We are sorting this out. So I can see one of the solutions from Sumishta for finding the intersections of list. Hey Sumishta, you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so your solution, what is the complexity of your solution?
I just use simple method. Uh, just start a new list and append when they are both same in L1 and L2. I am checking if they are equals, then I append it is a new list and return it.
Okay, so your solution won't be wrong, right? You would be
Yes,
getting you will be passing some test cases.
all tests pass.
Okay, maybe all would have passed because the lists are not very big. But can you try a better solution? Because we have mentioned in the question that try or order n log n solution. Hello,
Yes,
hello.
sir.
Yeah. So all those who have tried this intersection of lists uh, as an order n square solution. So the order n square solution means the simplest one. For each element in first list, check if it is there in the second list. If it is there, just append it to the third list, our result list. Okay, this way the problem will be solved, but it will take order n square. So we want you guys to try a better solution. If you want hint, I will give it in some time. Yeah, somebody was saying something.
Yeah, so if I want to sort in this problem, can I use L dot sort or should I write?
Go ahead, go ahead. For finding the intersection of lists, if you want to use inbuilt methods, you can use that for sorting.
Okay, for those for those who are failing on problem 144, right? If your problem takes more than 2 seconds, it will get failed. Just whenever you are after that, when you are trying, just time your code as well. Divesh, sort is not a built-in function. Sort is the method of list.
Does anybody want to discuss their idea? Maybe not the complete code, just the idea for finding the intersection.
Sir, we can use something like merge sort.
Something like merge sort, yes. In what sense?
Sir, in merge sort, we were taking the least value between the two of the lists and then appending it to a third list. Here we can see that if the two lists have that ith and jth element equal, we can append that to the C.
Yeah. So you're right. So merge of the merge sort, merge part of the merge sort.
Yes, sir.
You mean? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So for that you will need sorted lists, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, go ahead. Any other way? Anybody has thought?
So I did it by binary search. So I first sorted and then.
Very good. That's another solution. So binary search, you have sorted both the lists or one list?
So I sorted both lists. I guess it could work if I just sort the second list as well.
Correct. So one solution, one way is suggested by Drashti and one was by Chaitanya. I remember it, right? It was Chaitanya, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So both the solutions are order n log n solutions. Both are better than the brute force where we compare without sorting each element with each element of another list. Anybody has doubts in like thinking about this idea, implementing the ideas? We did just discuss two ideas that solve the problem in n log n. If anybody has any queries, we can discuss more.
So I have a doubt in week 2, right?
In week 2 problem,
Like how to solve these type of coding questions and what method is better.
what method is better that you can tell when you know the methods, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to think what are the possible ways you can solve the problem. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So which problem are you solving currently?
Second one.
So yeah, actually the discussion that was going on for n log n was for problem finding intersection of list. Is the same? Are you talking about the same problem?
No.
You're talking about week 2 problem 1.
No, second. I don't know about intersection.
Okay, you are talking about the same intersection. So how are you approaching that problem?
So I'm just using insertion sort in that.
You are using insertion sort in that. Okay. So if you use insertion sort, that will sort the list. What you want is elements, those are common to both the lists. Right?
Yes, sir.
So for the learning the concept that we intend for this problem, just sort the list using the sort method and build the list class, right? L1 dot sort and L2 dot sort. You can use that. That will sort the list in n log n time.
So isn't there only one list here of tuples?
No, so you are talking about different question. That's why I've asked you which question are you talking about. So if you're talking about the list of tuples, there you can apply any sorting method. We just want you to get your hands to write any sort method. Any sort method will work there. If I will just see your solution, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that problem 144 has been updated. So you can resubmit, you can run the test cases again. And before that, refresh your browser and run the test cases again. Mehak, yeah,
Yes, sir.
I ran your code. You can verify that all the test cases has been passed based on your solution.
So Mehak, your
Yes, sir.
so your code is not working, right?
No, sir.
Okay. So after for loop, what are you trying to do in that line? Next line to it?
So I'm just swapping these two numbers.
No. Before while, after for and before while. There's one line.
J, I.
Okay. So what are you trying to do in that line? You want to assign value of I to j, right?
Yeah, I can have two values and one is before and one is.
Should I share the screen? Is
Sure.
it okay with you?
So
Okay. Okay. So I'm talking about this line. Can you see the screen?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So here you want to assign I to j, right? Well,
Yes.
you want to assign value of I to j. So you saw where the problem is in your code?
Yeah, it should be I1.
It should be just I. I is not a list. I is an integer.
No, I is a tuple because for each I in range of.
I in range. If you would have done for each I in students, then it would have been a tuple.
Yes, you're right. I should write students here.
Okay, I got it. You were intending to write students here, but you wrote range.
Yes, sir.
So you got the problem. Either change here or change here.
Okay.
Okay.
And so my first one is also not working again. I ran it again, but it's
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't be stuck on. Don't be stuck on that. Otherwise, you will lose a lot of time. There are a lot of things to learn. If your problem is working for, if your solution is working for two test case, don't worry. Don't worry about the third. It's done. Consider it done. Because there's some timing issue. So let it be. That's not the problem of your code. Okay. So has anybody solved week 2 problem 2?
Actually, my code is just it's not stopping when I put the run, when I click the run button for the week 2 problem 2.
Pooja.
Yes.
Week 2 problem 2. Let me have a look. So Pooja, if you have already sorted the list, right? Then you
Yes.
don't have to, you don't need to write nested for loops for that.
Okay.
And there's no infinite loop in your question. That means I think it is what it is you are saying that it's not your program is not terminating.
Yes, it's not terminating actually. Yes.
No, that should not be the case here. Are you trying it on the test cases?
No, I just put run to check if it's running. Then I will try the test. But it does not just stop. It's just, you can see it's still running. Means without running it, can I just try with test cases?
No, there is no.
Actually, I don't know the process. I joined for the first time in this live session. So
Yeah, actually, it's not like it's not terminating. It's waiting on the console for input. You should
Okay.
try the test cases. Here, you don't know the
Okay.
format of input. I know the format of input.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I can, see, I can
Okay.
enter a few things here. Can you see?
Yes.
So it is not actually running. It has not run into infinite loop. These are the two lists I have given, and your program is working correctly. But it is still an order of n square solution. You have not utilized the sorted lists. Without sorting, even if you have written the code from for, that would have worked.
Okay. So can you once tell me the process, like once we write the code, what we have to do? We first
You have
put
to go to the left side. Can you see the tests?
Yes. So
There
we don't
you have to run the tests.
Okay, I don't have to put the run button. I just directly do the run test.
Run tests.
Okay.
These have the test cases.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
sir, actually, I also was doing the second question and the problem too, and I used the for and if. So it was actually running the time of n square. So how can we convert to n log n? Can you give any idea?
I cannot see your name. Oh, Priyanshu.
Yeah.
Okay, so just now we discussed two ideas. Did you were you there at that time?
I joined just now actually.
Okay. So if you want to try it in n log n, so try sorting the list first, either one or both.
Okay.
Can you do something after sorting? Let's discuss it. Tell me. What can you do after sorting? Assume that sorting can be done in n log n. It's not an assumption, it can be done. Just use the inbuilt sort function to sort. It will sort it in n log n, right? We are done.
Yes,
sorting. Now after sorting, what can you do?
So we would compare the elements.
Have you seen the merge function of the merge sort? Have you
Yes,
written it by yourself?
Yes, sir.
If anybody of you have tried the merge function of merge sort, the logic is similar here. Just try to think of a logic from there. Just one pass, you will be able to find common elements in both the lists, right?
Okay, sir.
So that is one way.
Hi, Ankur. Actually, when I run the tests, so 2 of them are passing, but the third one is failing.
Third one may be failing because of time. I don't know, because it is very big test. So sometimes it may pass and sometimes it may not pass.
Yes, it says failed because of the time exceeding, something like this.
Yes. So third one is a very big list. Two big lists are there. So it may fail because of that. So try a order n log n solution.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my all test cases passed in this particular, intersection question. But if you can you see my solution?
Just a second. Your name is a student
Yes, sir.
on the portal, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm seeing your solution.
Yeah. Yes, sir. My question is that the test cases are passed, but in the while loop, the first two conditions are if I is equal to m, and the next one is if j is equal to n. Initially, I was not putting these two conditions, and two test cases were being, they were not being passed. And the error was that list index is out of range. But in my while loop, the condition is I is less than m or j is less than n. So like, how can list index be out of range when they have to be less than m or n?
Can you show me where is it showing the error?
No, now it is not showing. I'll have to remove the first two conditions. If and elif, then it will show the error.
Yeah, remove it.
All right.
Because yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
No need to remove. Just change your or to end in while. It won't show the error. Now, do you understand why? Why was it
Oh,
showing
yes,
the
sir,
error?
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Because m and n are not equal. If m is less than n or n is less than m,
Yeah.
it
Then
won't
both.
stop. It won't stop.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So my code is still not working. Second problem.
Sorry, didn't see your name here. Is it Mehak?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's problem double one question.
You should have gone to problem 2. That's interesting. Let's solve this fast for you. So Mehak,
Yes.
hello. So now J contains a tuple, right?
Yeah.
J just points to a tuple. And you are checking while J is greater than 0.
Tuples like second value.
No, tuples means complete two values. So you have, okay, you have done second value. You have assigned it to second value of tuple. Then what is the sense of checking J is greater than 0? Because it may be always greater than 0. Roll number, none of the students may have roll number 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So logically what you are doing is you are just so first loop, what is your first loop doing? First loop is running for all the students logically, right? For in students means for all the students one by one. What are you doing for all the students one by one? You are assigning J as the roll number of that student, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you are checking if the roll number is greater than 0. And then students of J. That doesn't make any sense, right? Because J is not an index now. J is the roll number. By doing this, by doing J equal to I of 1, and when I is one of the students, what are you assigning in J is roll number. You got the point?
Yeah.
Then students of J doesn't it will run because J is an integer. So it will run because for program you have to give integer in as an index, and you are giving some integer, but that doesn't make any sense. You got the point? So instead of this, do for I in range, instead of a student, just change it to I in range n. Okay, for I in range n and j equal to I. Okay, I will just give you the solution for this question. It is just a simple. It is just simple insertion sort that I'm giving you, but don't be confused that this is the only solution. You can use any sorting method to sort the tuples. Right? So this implementation, okay. So your solution is similar, so you will understand this. Now, let's discuss the intersection problem. Where are you guys?
So where's the solution?
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me.
No, I'm asking, so where's the solution?
Oh, I have pasted the solution in the chat for now.
No, sir, there's no solution.
Can anybody see that? Krishna,
Uncle,
can you see that?
I posted it again.
Yeah, now we can see.
Okay. Okay, it came to Krishna as a private chat. Okay. So anybody wants me to look at their solutions for any problem, week 2, problem 2 especially? We are
Yes,
on
sir.
that.
Can you see my solution?
Just a second.
It is named Kumaria Chetu.
Yeah. I can see your name on screen. Thanks.
It is passing only one case.
Okay. You have sorted the lists. C is your list, result list, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. I, J, and K are 3 pointers. And I is for list L1, J is for list L2, and K is for list C, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so generally, I think you don't need K at all because you are doing C dot append. Have you copied it from somewhere?
No, sir.
Okay, good then. So what you are doing is, if K is less than M plus N.
Sir, it is like the merge function that sir taught in the lecture.
Actually, if you were doing union, this makes more sense. Like, this is not wrong. This may not, I can change this program to return the results, correct results. But while K less than M plus N doesn't make sense mathematically, because intersection of two lists will always be less than the smaller list, right? if one list has 5 elements, another list has 3 elements. Okay, then there cannot be more than 3 elements common to both lists. Correct, Chetan?
Yes, sir.
You got my point?
Yes, I got the point.
So k less than m plus n will run correctly, but it doesn't make sense mathematically. You don't need that there.
Okay, sir.
So better way of instead of that, you should write while I less than m and j less than n. Otherwise,
Okay,
this will
sir.
run into like this may run into out of bounds issue, index out of bounds. Okay. So
Okay,
why
sir.
instead of k less than m plus n, iterate over I and j should be less than their respective lists length. I less than m and j less than n. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Then you won't have to do this if I is equal, and then yes, and then after that just change some more code. I can tell you, but I would like to you to do that.
Okay, sir. I'll see to this.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I have one issue in the tuples problem. The issue is that like my code wasn't working, all test cases were failing, and I also tried the copy and pasting your code also, the sort tuples one that you have put in the chat, but that is also failing all test cases. So do I like I tried refreshing and everything, but it's not like helping.
Have you changed any of the code that was already there?
No, everything was blank. Only that function name was there. Like
yes. So the old code that was there, have you deleted that? That's what I'm asking.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, just a second. I will see your solution.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is there a way to reset this one to the fresh new one? I don't know exactly how to use this.
Don't worry about that. If you want to just delete the line code where no, actually you have deleted that code, Rahul.
Okay.
So just let me add that code to your solution. So that code was there for reading the input and output for the test cases.
Okay.
So that code is deleted. I will just copy paste that.
Okay. Thank you.
Now there are two functions, right? Which one do you want to use? The second one, right? Just comment this. Now try Rahul. Okay. Okay. So now I'm discussing the solution for week 2 problem 2. Everybody? Yeah. So
sir, now sorry to disturb you. I have passed all the cases. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very good. Anybody wants me to wait for 3-4 more minutes? They are very close to the solution for intersection of lists, or should I go ahead? Okay, so I will just discuss the solutions that we can try for finding intersection of lists. Okay, so first solution is order n square that we discussed in the starting. That for every element in list 2, just see if that element is present in list 1 or not by iterating over the list, right? So this will tell you that in order n square time, that which elements are present in both lists L1 and L2, and whenever you get the results that that element is present, just append it to your result list. Okay, now second solution. Chetan, I will show your solution for that.
Yes, sir.
Let me see that first. How many have you solved this using the concept like similar to merge, where you have sorted both the lists and then you compare element by element? You guys can raise your hands on this. Okay. So all those who have solved, now I am sharing the screen. See, so can you guys see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here what we are doing is, first we are sorting the list using L1 dot sort and L2 dot sort. Now these inbuilt functions, they sort the list in order n log n time, right? Now the length of the lists is m for L1 and length of list L2 is n. This list C is the list where we will append our solution integers, like all those integers, those are common to list n1 and n2. We will just keep on appending in list C. And I and j are two pointers we are using. I is used to iterate on list L1 and j is used to iterate on list L2. Okay, so till you till you scan all the elements in the smaller list, this while means till you scan all the elements in the smaller list, you will keep on doing this. Okay, because just now I told you, if there are two lists, one list is having 5 elements, another list is having 3 elements. So the common elements cannot be more than 3. So if you stop at 3, then it's okay. Right. So now what you are doing, if you are comparing this, the starting elements, initially I and j both are 0. If the elements are equal, that means you append that to your result list, and then you increase I and j both, because that is the common element. You need that in the result list only once. So you will increment I and j both. Okay. And if element in list L1 at index I is less than element in list L2 at index j, you will only increment the lesser one. Okay. And if whatever be the lesser element of L1 and L2, you will move one ahead in that list, and you will do again do the same. Right. So this is one method. Another method, I am posting the solution for you guys. Hey, Krishna, can you paste the solution?
Yeah, sure.
Just a second, let me see. Okay, you will find the solution in that empty collab file named with empty. There are two functions there, right? Binary search and below binary search one more. Okay, let me paste it in your private chat. Then you.
Yeah.
Where is this file?
No. Ankur, you're still posting. You're still sharing the script.
Okay. Thanks for that. Yeah. So I have.
Yeah, don't we will provide the solution for all the problems at the end. I mean, once the submission time was over.
Yeah. So now, can you guys see this solution? In this solution, what we are doing is we are only sorting one of the lists, and for every element in other list. So I will explain you with L1 and L2. So here we are sorting list L1. Okay. And for every item in L2, we will do a binary search in L1 to see if that element is present in L1 or not. Okay. To do binary search in L1, it will take log of m time. Suppose m is the length of L1, right? So for sorting, suppose the length of L1 is m and length of L2 is n. For sorting L1, you will require time m log m. And after that, for each item in L2, you will do binary search in L1. And length of L2 is n, so you will do n into log m again, right? So this solution, asymptotically, it is similar to the previous one that we have seen, but it is a bit faster because there we sorted both the lists and then we did a comparison sequentially. Here we are sorting only one list and then we are doing comparison in n log m time. Okay, so there's one more solution for this problem, but we are not discussing that. This problem can also be solved using hashing, and that will be order n solution, linear time solution. Okay, order m plus n solution it will be. In linear time, it solves the problem. But as till week 2, we have not studied that. So we are not trying that, but you can try that after after we reach that point in our course where you have learned hashing.
So I've done the same method as you did, but I'm getting some error in this. I don't know why.
Okay. So I will see the solutions of this problem in some time. Before that, I would ask Krishna to publish another question for those who have solved this.
Yeah.
Krishna?
Yeah.
Okay. Till then, yeah, we can start looking at the problems you are facing. Mehak, you said something?
Yes, sir. Like I did the binary search, like you did, same method. Sorted only one list, but I'm getting some error. I don't know why.
Just a second. So what is the error?
No test case passed.
Okay, it has passed all the cases.
No, it's showing error in line number 26, but that is not.
Hmm. So you are not returning any results from find intersection,
All right.
right?
Yeah.
And one more thing, is your binary search routine correct? That function? Do you think it is correct?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, you have written a recursive binary search. Okay, no issues.
Is it? It should be
No,
not.
no, no. I think it's correct.
But do you think there's a disadvantage of using cursor because there's a limit on it? So I shouldn't use this method.
Yeah, you should think of a iterative solution that you will get there. Next time, try to write a iterative solution.
For binary search.
Yeah, binary search, you can write a iterative solution. It's there in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, it's not working. Like test is still running.
Just a second. Let me check your binary search query. There's no terminating condition, I think, here for some cases.
Yeah, one more problem has been released. Yeah, check and repeat, named as week 2 problem 4.
I think variables are different or not. Okay, now. Hey, Mehak.
Yes, sir.
So the problem in your binary search code is that L is just a reference for the list, right?
Yeah.
So the list never changes,
No.
right? So in every binary search call, if you will calculate the middle by length of L divided by 2, it will always be same. Okay. So that is the problem here. You have to pass the values of the subpart of the list that you are trying to search in.
Yeah,
So for that,
like there's a recursion, so I reduce the length of it, like divided by 2, and that's the length.
will it create a new copy of the list? I don't know. I have to check that.
I did the same way in the lectures, like sir wrote this code.
Okay, so if this creates the copy of a list, then your code is correct.
Why do we need to create a copy of it?
No, because if the list is same, its length will always be same in every iteration.
No, but we're changing the original lists. Okay, copy. Okay.
You are just passing some list, part of the list.
Yeah. So it's sort of
Okay, it would be yeah. So you are just passing some part of the list. Yeah, so what is the issue in this? Yeah, none of the test case is passing, you are saying.
Yes, sir. No, so it passed now. Yeah, I ran it again. It was taking a long time
Yeah, I think so because I was not able to find.
because I didn't write return list, so that's why it failed.
So now it's passing, right?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Thank you, sir. But sir, recursion wouldn't affect this. Like I can still use recursion for large data set as well, right?
You can use because the data sets are not large enough. Okay, in the real world problems, recursion is generally avoided. because the data can grow very large.
So I should
So if you remember in one of the lectures, sir was saying that sir has given the example of Aadhaar card,
yes sir. Yes
right? So that is the data, the length of the list in that case will be equal to the population of India. That would be around, I think 10 to the power
Power 9.
10 to the power 9, right? So here you guys simultaneously work on these problems. So and we have a lot of restrictions on data set and everything, length. So we cannot give those big data sets.
But still, like in practical use only, I should only practice a creative one because that is useful.
Yes, you should not better to use non-recursive solutions wherever possible. Because every function call creates an entry in the stack, right? And it there will be a lot of copies of the same variable in the stack then.
So every time we use recursion creates a copy of the list, basically.
Not exactly copy of the list, but depends on what you have passed. In your case, it will create a copy.
So every time it's creating new copies.
Oh, yes, some part of the list is copied.
So it also takes storage space in
Yes, yes. So just one more announcement for you guys. So keep working on the problem that you are currently solving. There will be two more problems that we will publish, and you can solve them and we can discuss those problems on Discourse. So the other two problems that we will be publishing, one is to find the union. I want you guys to try. It is actually simpler than what we have practiced today, the intersection of two lists. So finding union is simpler than that. So, but I want you guys to uh, write by yourself the code for that from scratch without any help. That's why we are giving that problem. And another problem is uh, about finding a pair in a given array that sums up to a number, a given number. You will find the exact problem in there, and that is also somewhat related to applications of sorting. If you want to try that, so we will publish those two problems, and we can discuss any issues or any queries on Discourse. Right? Okay. If anybody has any queries till now, let's go ahead because we are wrapping up the session now for today. So any queries or any questions, please shoot.
So I have one question regarding the preparation of week 2. We just have to practice these three sorting methods in this, right, for coding problems.
Yes. So the objective of this algorithms is not just practicing the algorithms that has been taught or the questions. This is to develop thinking, the problem solving ability in you. So for that, just try to think of a solution a lot before seeing for it a solution somewhere, anywhere. Try to think and spend a lot of time thinking the solutions yourself. At the end, if you have to see, it's okay. But you should have spent a significant amount of time thinking of some solutions, the ways you can solve that problem. Krishna?
Yes, Andrew.
Yes.
Should I publish the questions? Have you published?
Okay, I will publish those.
Okay.
So I was just thinking we will publish it just before ending the session because these guys are already working on some another problem.
Yeah.
So could you explain this problem 4? I can't really understand what to do in this.
Okay. Yeah. The problem 4 about, I mean, you are getting some deck of cards. Okay. You are splitting into 2 cards and giving two of your subordinates. I mean, there will be a 2 subordinate for every subordinate. So everyone is giving splitting the whatever the cards, I mean, collection of cards they got, and splitting into exactly two, and giving to their subordinates. That happens until the last 2. If in the last of the subordinate, if anyone got 2 cards, they'll simply sort it in ascending order and give it back to their superior. Have you got the point?
Yeah, I thought it was a deck of playing cards.
No, okay. Don't confuse with the playing cards like only 52 cards are there. Don't worry like that. It's simply cards with numbered cards. That's it.
The range is already mentioned there. It's not 52. It's
Okay,
much
it's
more than
0
that.
to
Yes.
1 million.
Yes. It's more than 1 million actually.
100 million. So.
Yeah.
If you want anyone want more hint on this, just to try out what sorting method you have seen in week 2, which is more relevant to this question. You have to return 2 objects. The first element of the tuple is the sorted list. The second element is how many people are required.
So you can basically use merge sort, right?
Yeah, it is almost, yeah, exactly same way.
But there will be recursion as well, because recursion is a part of this, because there will be 2 functions.
Yeah.
So could you take a look at my problem 2?
Cherian, yes. Just a second. Week 2, problem 2?
Yes, sir.
So I'm not checking your merge sort function, right, Cherian?
Yeah, that
I'm
it's
assuming-
passing the cases. I just wanted to know if this is an acceptable method. The
No.
find intersection thing.
Okay.
Merge sort is working here.
I'm assuming merge sort is working correctly. You would have checked it.
Yes, I
So,
checked it.
yeah. So I have an issue in this while condition in the while loop. Won't it be always true, whatever be the case? If the lists are lists have length greater than 0.
It won't be always true because I'm within the while loop. I'm popping the.
Okay, you are popping
element.
those. Okay, you are popping from the lists, and you have copy. These lists are the copy. Okay, okay. Yes, it's correct. You are popping the smaller element and comparing the next one with the smaller element in other list next time. Yeah, it's correct. No issues.
What will be the time complexity for this?
So it is if you are interested in just the asymptotic complexity, it is of the order of n log n. N is neither the length of L1 or L2. It's just in order of n log n, right? If you are interested in exact number of steps, approx number of steps actually. So for L1 merging L1 is, it will be so firstly length of L1 is m and length of L2 is n. Okay.
Yeah.
So sorting L1 will take m log m time. Sorting L2 will take n log n. So m log m plus n log n for the first 2 lines, right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. After that, After that, whichever will be the smaller list. No, it doesn't depend on the smaller list. Actually, it depends on
Yes,
the
it depends
values.
on the smaller list.
No, it depends on the values actually. It could be possible that the value in the smaller list, the last value in the smaller list could be the biggest in both the lists.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. So the upper bound here will be m plus n.
Okay.
You would be iterating over m plus n, right? Got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you,
So
sir.
add all these three.
Thanks.
M log n plus n log n plus m plus n. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I tried this last question of like the cars one, but I mean, all test cases have failed, I understand, but the error it is showing is like I'm in the merge function that I've written, I've passed in two lists L1 and L2. And the first step is usually like M and N are length of L1 and length of L2. The error it is showing is object of type none type has no attribute length.
Just a second. So may I have your name?
A student.
Yeah, yes.
I mean,
that I know. Your name I was asking.
Sir, my name is Bhavish, sir.
Bhavish. Okay, Bhavish. You are seeing it is giving error in this m comma n equal to length L1 and length
Yes,
L2.
sir.
Because in merge you are passing integers. Left, no, actually subordinates.
I'm passing list.
Yes, your subordinate routine can sometimes return integer. What is this return? L, what return L or 1?
L, sir. L it is.
If n is less than equal to 1, return L.
Yes, sir. L it is.
So in case when this is none.
How, sir? I mean, I'm not able to understand.
L could be first as will always be empty list otherwise. Can you run and show it?
Yes, sir, sure.
Actually, what your problem is, L dot sort will return a none value. So you are not returning
Oh, yes,
the sorted
yes,
value.
Yes, sir, I understand. Yeah. Sir, I just wanted to know, am I on the right approach? I mean, it might be wrong completely, but is the approach right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm asking why you are using L dot sort if you have only two elements.
Sir, we have to return a list if like it is mentioned in the question, right?
Yeah, you can simply return the list if, I mean, the first element is smaller than the second element. Else, reverse the list and return it.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
I mean, one way of avoiding this L dot sort and sorted. Because
Yes.
whenever you have assignments, right, sometimes you are not able to use this L dot sort and sorted functions.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it will be restricted.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, can I ask a question on that problem 144?
Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah, my issue with like I have solved 144. Like if I just use a plain sort, like sorted L and return that all three test
Yeah,
cases
it
pass.
will,
So
yeah, it will pass.
I know that there is nothing wrong with the. Hello, sorry.
No, actually, the test case will be passed, but we are not appreciated, not
Yeah.
appreciating to use this function. That's it.
Yes, sir. That's what I was getting at. See, when I am my actual code is a merge sort. That should be in theory n log n time.
Yeah.
But the thing is that when I am doing that, it's a recursive one. Only 2 out of 3 test cases are passing. The last one is taking more than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
For n log n, but the sort function, the default sort function is working fine.
Yeah,
Both are n log n now. So why is that happening? That's what I'm
Okay.
asking.
Okay, let's say I don't know how the L dot sort what function, but it's very much optimized. Let's say that order of n solution, right? You are going through an array, you are scanning for if any of them was swapped. It is an order of n solution. It took me 1 second exactly, almost 1 second. But if I use L dot sort or sorted function, it took me only 0.1 seconds.
0.1. Okay. So
I mean, in this case, it was so much optimized for it is already in ascending order. That Python's default function was optimized in that way.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, just to add to it, you will learn a few more order analog and sorting algorithms in coming weeks. Okay, in merge sort, you always have to create new array, new lists or arrays, whatever you say. Okay, and you have to merge them. You
Yes,
cannot
sir.
sort on the same. You cannot use merge sort on the same list again and again.
Yes, sir.
So there are other better analog and algorithms where you don't need extra space. And if you don't need extra space, you don't need to create lists again and again, smaller list and then combining them. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Is
that time will also be saved in that.
okay, sir. Sir, is it possible to instead of like a recursion that I'm doing for merge sort right now, is it possible to do merge sort with an iterative solution?
It will be a very complicated code.
Okay, so but it is
because you will have to store those lists somewhere again and again.
Okay, understood.
Those parts of the list.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So I have one doubt. I've sorted the list, but how do I count the number of people? Like,
Hey, Meg, just give us a minute. We'll get back to you.
Yeah. Your question was okay. It was a recursive way, right?
Mine, sir.
Yeah. A last question. Cast, right?
yes, sir.
Okay.
I've sorted the list. How
Yeah,
do I
you are
count?
asking how to count the people. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm giving the analogy that whenever you are giving that new problem to people, you are calling the subordinate function again. I mean, you got calling the same function again. So just try then when how many times that function has been called.
I'm not sure if my code can count that.
Yeah. I mean, just figure out a way. You have to count using the recursive function how many times that function has been called.
Yeah, but I was struggling with how I know how to use recursion, but
Yeah, okay. The one easy way is to be using the global variables.
Okay.
Or else you can pass a parameter inside and kept on increasing it. Or else you can use a global variable. Let's say assume you have a global variable c and c initialize it with 0. And then whenever you are entering a function, increment the c equal to c plus 1. Then at the end, after all the recursion process has been completed, if you took the value of c, it will give the number of times that function has been executed.
Okay.
Okay. I will close the session. It's already out of time. Okay. Also, 2 more problems will be published. You can try that out.
Yeah.
Whenever you have time, you can try that out. You can discuss the same question in discourse as well.
Yeah, they are already published. Just keep on working on this problem and then you can try those in your free time.
Thank you all.
Hey, okay guys. Bye bye. Thanks.